everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we'll have to watch the guys up front. The Saints are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against the Niners' offensive line that wants to shut that down. With that, let's get you out to the Bayou. We're standing by as our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's in. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. 3rd down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got time, and he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be, because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. Cut back, left sideline. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be first down 49ers. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
And a big tight end shifting around. Now they try the right side here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On the give, this is their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Watching that, Barney! Let's go! Good! Hurry up, here we go! Blue, landed!
2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here we go!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Saints defense ready to set up shop again here. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big time. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Looking to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something to develop slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Holding offense.
So up.
Still 3rd down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So just 1 yard to go here on 3rd down.
4 down. Now let's go.
They'll drop to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd down following the run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
He'll try again with the arm here on second. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. So we come upon halftime with our... And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third down now following the completed pass. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And a cutback right sideline. And he's brought down after a good gain. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that leads to a San Francisco first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guys' jersey clean throughout the game.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll send a big tight end in motion right. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand them up from that 1-yard line. Pushing them back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up, but end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's complete to Flaner. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They run the counter now on 1st down. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
No, check, Patrick.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Lynch in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know they're going to be
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. And he's got it up and through.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Now let's go. Blue, line it. Blue.
On play action, they'll throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the false start will back them up 5.
Mike, 53, Mike.
False start, offense.
Heavy on the edges. Watch tight end. Tight right. Hey. 4 down. Here we go. Under crush.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Time for a break. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A little track jump. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
They'll set up to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup. And the Saints are going to get a 1st down. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. On 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Surveying the field. It's complete. Flainer, right side. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Finding time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, Charles, it's great.